Hi, my name's Will. I'm 18 and I have severe mental health problems.
He was passionate about so many things. He was intelligent. He was so loving, but he had been troubled his whole life.
Will died when he was 19. His cause of death is unknown.
I think it's important to share my experience so other people can get the treatment that they need.
He posted this video online to share his story of how he was let down by the services that should have supported him.
I will.
It's such a failure of the system that a boy of that, incredible mind and talent could go through so much pain in his life.
Will was a talented composer. He wrote this piece with his mum. He was also autistic and facing a mental health crisis.
In the first year of sixth form, I started developing depression.
All the coping that he'd had to do socially over those years just built up and built up.
I remember I started just crying in class. I'd just stare at the wall and start crying for absolutely no reason. Then I started getting quite suicidal.
I think we had 50 police calls in just over a year. We had paramedics all the time. He felt so bad he would overdose, he would self-harm, he would cut his wrists, he was attacking us. It was literally untenable. It was absolutely horrific.
And I was taken to A&E, was saw by a psychiatric nurse, and do you want to know what they told me? Told me to download a mindfulness app after I just tried to kill myself. An app.
Will had started experimenting with drugs to calm his mind.
He knew that he was causing this destruction. He thought of himself as a monster, and he wanted to cure himself, and he wanted to fit into society.
Imagine if you're suffering, and you might even die due to suicide, and yet you're not being given therapy because you have to wait a year and 2 months to get it. It's utterly disgraceful.
He had gone into his room and he had carved out the word help because he was so desperate.
Will kept asking for a place on a psychiatric ward. It didn't happen.
They don't seem to understand that the risk is so much higher being at home than being an inpatient, but they just seem to kid themselves into thinking that, ooh, this advice will stop them, because it won't.
As the need got stronger, the help seemed to fall away even more. It's incredible. You wouldn't believe it.
This whole system is based on the idea that you have to be in crisis to get help. The crisis service is just not fit for purpose.
In an effort to help Will and keep him safe, the local authority moved him into supported accommodation.
He wasn't looked after, he wasn't safe. And when you hand your son over like that, you trust that he is safe with that body, whoever's looking after him. And it was clear that he wasn't safe at all. Yeah.
In December 2020, Will died alone in his flat. His family hope an inquest will help give them some answers.
I hope my experience, and my opinion at least, helps someone. Thanks for watching.